Check 1, 2. Good morning, folks. We got a 3-minute warning for the operational briefing. Please make your way into the briefing area so you can get a good briefing in here. So those in the back, please start making your way forward. Any line leadership, you're going to stand near the stage for roll call. So please make your way into the briefing area. Thanks, folks. We'll get started here shortly. All right, good morning, folks. I got 0700 hours. For those of you still in the back, please make your way forward. Today is Saturday, January 25th. Welcome to the operational briefing for the Border 2 incident. My name is Gwendolyn Ozard, Planning Section Chief with CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 4. Before we get started, please take a moment and turn your cell phones and radios down. If you do need to have a side conversation, please make sure you step outside of the briefing area. To start us off, we will review our incident objectives, starting with our management objectives. Our management objectives are to fight fire aggressively while maintaining safe work practices to minimize threats to the public and emergency responders. All actions and efforts will focus on safeguarding the residents and resources of San Diego County. To minimize damage to structures, private and public property, and other improvements in the fire area. To ensure evacuations and repopulation takes place in a quick, efficient, and effective manner. To protect natural, cultural, and heritage resources. To continue to foster and maintain positive relationships with all local cooperators and stakeholders. To ensure coordinated, timely, and accurate release of public information. And to ensure costs are aligned with mission priorities. Moving on to our control objectives. Our control objectives are to keep the fire north of the U.S.-Mexico border. Keep the fire south of Proctor Valley Road. Keep the fire east of West Road, and keep the fire west of Highway 94. Next up, current situation.
Good morning, Kent Cunningham, Night Operations, CAL FIRE IMT 4. So a lot of great work done yesterday, and we just tagged onto that last night. So over in Branch 5, up the mini Wawa Road, it came over the road in 3 different spots. We had crews step off last night and start putting in direct line construction to tie that back in. As we come around the top here, there's direct line coming around, and then as we move through Hotel, did a small burn operation last night, about 40 acres, cleaning up a green pocket in there. That went really well. Fire's holding well into the lake there, and as we work our way around Oscar back towards Pico there, it's down to the road there, and good mop-up efforts continue. Thank you.
Weather and fire behavior.
Good morning, Jonathan Pangburn, Fire Behavior Analyst on the Border 2 incident. Starting off with the weather today, you can see we have some clouds starting to come over the area. That's going to start to impact us throughout the day with slight increase in relative humidity, but that's a very slight during your day shift today. You're looking at RHs staying down into the teens, somewhere between 14, maybe up to 20%. That means it's still going to be quite volatile fire environment. Your winds are going to be generally out of the south to southwest with an incoming frontal passage. They're going to be about 10 to 15, gusting around maybe 25, somewhere along the ridge lines, sometimes gusting above up to 30. You heard frontal passage. That should make you think about wind shifts, and that should happen somewhere around sundown tonight. Instead of coming out of the south to southwest, it's going to be coming more out of the west into the overnight hours. So be aware that the wind shift is going to impact you. Precip, there is a chance of maybe a little bit into the evening hours and then overnight trying to get potentially as much as 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. However, don't count on that affecting your fire behavior. It's going to take a little while for the moisture to really influence your fuels. As we all know, they're critically dry. There is a fire behavior and fuels advisory in the IAP right after the fire behavior forecast. In general, you all know this. You've been fighting fires down here. The fact that we're on fires in December and January should just continue to tell us what's going on. Critically dry fuels in every size class and live fuels, and it's going to take a while for that moisture to really change things. You're looking at probability of ignition around 90-95% until the rain starts to change that. The fire behavior forecast does call for some pretty extreme rates of spread. It's similar to what we've been seeing with the wind-driven environments. And again, until the moisture comes in and changes anything, there is a chance of this getting up and moving on you. So be aware of that. Be safe out there. My one point of concern that I want to address is, since the winds are going to be coming out of the southwest and west, is moving into that eastern flank of the fire. There are some light flashy fuels out there that have the potential to carry it in a rapid manner. Thank you.
Safety.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Clint Hamilton, Safety Officer for the Border 2. Like we just heard, we are in January, but we're fighting fire, right? And a lot of us have been here for weeks, so don't let complacency lull you into it's cool, it's cold. Tonight you could be in a good firefight. Also, hydration. These winter months are real hard on us because we stop drinking, we stop eating. It's cooler. It's just like summertime. You guys still need water, you still need food. So get out there, get after it, take care of yourselves, have a plan. Don't wait for something to happen. Have an exit plan already established. There's not a lot of egress and ways through this incident, so have a plan.
Division assignments and roll call.
Good morning, Travis Wright, Resource Unit Leader, Border 2 Incident.
Patrick Walker, Operations Section Chief, Border 2 Incident.
All right, so this morning we do have some corrections to our IAP, so please pay attention to the roll call. For Branch 1, we have Chapman, Wright, Division Alpha, Argenbright, Division Charlie, Diefenbach, Division Hotel, Caroline, Branch 5, Peterson, Leonard, Division Oscar, Truax, Division Whiskey, Mapes, And a correction in the IAP, it is going to be Division X-Ray, not Division Yankee. This is going to be Merino. Contingency Branch, Frederick. Contingency Division, Moore.
All right, thank you. Starting at Branch 5, looking at Division Oscar, we should have some good black line going in there along Otay Reservoir. That's the southern reservoir or lower lake coming up into Oscar along that road. There was some concern in there yesterday, but that's been cleaned up. If you see up there, that's not a spot fire. That's a fire from a dozer strike. Got a couple acres in there. It's been cleaned up. Coming into Whiskey, X-Ray, and Alpha, that's the areas of concern, especially the Whiskey and X-Ray up there where we've had some challenges, but they did a lot of strong work in there yesterday. We'll be able to continue to carry that positive momentum forward, as well as continue some dozer line work that was in there south of the community of Dulzura. Moving around here towards X-Ray, Doghouse Junction, they work that heavy with the copters. We're going to continue to do that today and improve that line down into Alpha, Charlie, coming around there and getting that containment on there. My biggest concern is that spread to the east into the Otay Mountain Wilderness, where I have a lot of challenges to pick it up if it got out there, but it's been a lot of positive momentum. Thank you.
Air operations.
Good morning, San Diego. Greg Bradshaw, Air Operations, Border 2 incident. Tell me your operational objectives. Air Operations has fixed wing and air attack early up over the fire. They should be up over the fire at 08. We're providing rotor wing out of Brown Helibase and Gillespie Helibase. We have 9 Type 1 helicopters, 2 Type 2, and 5 Type 3. Those numbers include night-capable water-dropping helicopters and night helco. Additionally, we have 2 UAS modules. We have a day rescue out of Gillespie, and San Diego City is providing night rescue out of Montgomery. Remember, monitor your air-to-ground.
Communications.
Good morning, Jack Daniels, Communications Leader for the Border 2 incident. Please open your IAP to page 21 for your 205 information. Today's 205 has 1 command, 7 TACs, and 1 air-to-ground TAC. Additionally, we do not have cloning set up. It'll be about 9:30 till that happens, so you will have to build command groups. The frequencies on the 205 are located in zones 10, 13, 19, and 33, and the local ECC still has control of communications.
Medical.
Good morning, Stephen Gary, Medical Unit Leader for the Border 2 incident. The medical plan can be found on page 20. Listed at top there is CalMat, and that's the medical assistance team. They'll be in camp shortly. Down in box 6, I want to draw your attention to the information there, and that'll be the information we need you to gather in the event of an emergency. Pass that information up the chain of command, and we'll get you the closest available resource. Thank you.
Information.
Good morning, Chris Harvey, Information Officer on the Border 2 incident. The information page is page 21 in your IAP. There's a few items on there for you. At the top is the media phone line. If you happen to run into media out on the line or any place, go ahead and pass out that number to them and we'll tie in with them. There's also a QR code that will take you to the CAL FIRE social media policy. And then at the bottom, there's a couple of other items. There's a mailing address. Many of you have come from other incidents or have been down here for a while. If you need to have medications or clothing or anything mailed to this incident, that is on there. And then also the lost and found will be in the PIO trailer once it's set up for those of you who may have lost or found something. Thank you.
Liaison.
Good morning, everybody. Dave Pender, Liaison Officer for the Border 2 incident. Just want to reach out to all the cooperators and agency reps that are here, informing you that we are having a cooperators meeting at 10 a.m. That's going to be at San Diego County Station 38 at 850 Alto Road. We will eventually move that here to the ICP starting tomorrow. So we will get you a little bit closer. For any of the agency reps or the cooperators that haven't checked in with us yet, we'll be right up here at the stage following briefing. Come up and say hello. Thank you.
A few reminders for folks. At the conclusion of briefing, you will go to your division breakouts. They are posted around the briefing area. If you are an unassigned resource, you will meet with the resource unit leader over where you got your IAP by the vehicle over there, D1132. Our next planning meeting will be here at ICP at 1700 hours, and our next operational briefing will be the same time and same place tomorrow, right here at 0700 hours tomorrow. Next up, closing comments, Agency Administrator, San Diego Unit.
Good morning, everyone. Ryan Viorino here on behalf of Jason Malinrich, your agency administrator, and the unit chief, Tony Meacham. Just a few quick short messages for you. Obviously, some unprecedented conditions here in San Diego. I don't think any of us expected to be on Border 2 at this acreage at this time in January. So just want to thank everybody for being here. And my only other message is please keep safety in mind for yourself and your crews as you guys work through this and get toward that ultimate goal of going home to your families. Thank you.
Final comments, Incident Commander.
Good morning, everybody. Rick Johnson, Incident Commander for the Border 2 incident. You've heard throughout this morning's briefing is all the hard work and as well as the weather coming in today. We need to get the east end buttoned up so to be able to allow the community of Dolzer to get back into their homes. So that's going to be the biggest effort today, especially with the winds coming in. So thank you very much and have a safe shift today.
That will conclude our operational briefing. Please go to your division breakouts and remember to turn your phones and radios back on. Thank you.